Hi guys! There are great many types of vehicles out there in the world. Most of those vehicles are cars. Regular cars that were designed to take people from one place to another. But today you guys, we're gonna talk about vehicles that will make you go wow, because they look so unfamiliar, so cool and big and stuff like that. So if you're ready, then let's start. So let's start with a tree moving machine. It's a type of vehicle that any city might use. It makes it really easy to move trees from one place to another. Imagine doing it manually. How many people would have to work so hard to move one single big tree from place to place? This car can really move fully grown massive trees without any trouble. Look at its massive blades. It looks really staggering. These cars are quite popular and are widely used in EU and North America. This is none other than M60A1 AVLB. It's an armored vehicle and it is based on the M60 Patton main battle tank's hull. Basically, it's a portable bridge, a very useful kind of thing, really. The bridge is 62 feet long and it can stand as much as 70 tons. Just imagine how much easier it is to just unfold the bridge instead of building one on the spot. The cost of this monster is $7,500,000. It requires 2 people to operate this vehicle. It runs on diesel and has 750 horsepower engine. The Turto L2350 is the biggest surface mining loader in the world. It somewhat resembles a 2-story house with big teeth and mighty strength. They build it in Texas where people know how to enjoy their work. There is a huge team of people making these machines. It takes approximately 16 weeks to finish one of these. Just imagine each tire weighs 7.5 tons, which makes it 30 tons of rubber on a single car. In order to change a tire, a forklift and a crane are required. Transportation is not an easy task as well, because this thing weighs 240 tons. So to move it from one place to another, you'd have to take it apart. The body is divided in half. All tires, the scoop, and lifting elements are detachable. All the separate parts are then loaded on 8 separate trucks that carry them to their destination. It's got 16-cylinder, 65-liter diesel engine and 2,300 horsepower. It eats up to 170 liters of diesel in just 1 hour, which makes it about 4 tons in 24 hours. The scoop is 24 foot wide and 40 square meters deep. Its special kind of hydraulic system can raise up to 72 tons of payload. The operational weight is 260 tons. Ever seen a monster motorbike from hell? Here's one. It's actually a kind of mixture between a car and a bike, and it weighs 30 tons. It's got Detroit diesel engine inside. It is 30 feet long and 10 feet high. Monster motorbike can smash regular cars easily, like it's a tank. It's interesting how it has 6-speed gearbox. It was created by a famous stuntman, Ray Bauman, and it took him 3 years. And here's one from Micro Magic Systems. This is a kind of robo-spider tank kind of thing. It's called Mantis, and it's got 6 paws, which makes it look like a spider. Instead of wheels, it has hydraulic levers, and that's why it's not exactly fast. It goes 1 mile per hour, really slow. According to creator Matt Denton, their company called Mantis has been engaged with creating smaller spider-like machinery for quite some time now. What's cool is that it can lift up and carry a person, which makes it one of a kind. The spider weighs 1.8 tons and it's about 10 feet high. It's got a cabin, hydraulic mechanical pads, and a 2.2-liter 50 horsepower diesel motor. Mantis can be controlled in 2 ways, from the cabin and by remote control. It can operate almost anywhere, on almost any type of surface. Also, they can install additional gear onto it, which will make it even more functional. Matt says that the speed can be perhaps even increased from 2 to 3 times. Developers say that perhaps sometime in the future the Spider can be used in the military. Check this out, you guys, the world's biggest fire engine. In fact, it's so huge, it's like a tank. It is a tank, actually. Only instead of firing missiles, it puts away fire. They use this thing to deal with some really heavy situations. When there's massive fire, this buddy comes to rescue. Tank chassis allow it to come very close to the fire source. Its intricate fire extinguishing system does a really good job. There are a total of 6 nozzles to spray water. Inside, the water accelerates by aid of special jet engines. Those engines make it move really fast. This storm of water and steam is very effective when it comes to difficult fire situations. Also, as you can see, this thing moves up and down. Wabo Superbus is a kind of supercar, and it's not a limo of some Arabian prince. It's a high-speed inner-city bus. It has 23 seats and 16 doors, 8 doors from each side. Each door opens vertically and sort of looks like falcon wings. It moves by aid of electric engine on lithium polymer batteries that allows it to travel 130 miles. It can go as fast as 160 miles per hour. According to developers, transportation will be carried out off schedule, which means that the car will move only when there's enough passengers. All orders will be processed through the Logistics Control Center. Right now, Superbus only operates in UAE. You can take Wabo to get from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, for example. It's a very pricey vehicle, by the way. It costs $70 million, and it's a lot of money. Trojan armored vehicle was developed back in the year 2000. It is based on a battle tank called Challenger 2. It is used to breach minefields, as well as for many other tasks. This thing can operate even on the battlefield. What's also interesting is that it can be used for digging. Here are a few things that it has. A full-width knife mine plow, an in-tow demining charge that allows it to make passages in the minefield, a big hydraulic excavator arm that can be used to excavate things, move obstacles, and deposit the fascine that the Trojan carries in the back. And it also has a plow on the front that lets it clear mines, either detonating them on contact or pushing them out of the way to clear a safe channel for following vehicles. Dreama 910 MCV. It's a pretty cool looking mine clearing vehicle. These types of cars can clear out huge areas because they are especially adapted for these purposes. The disposal is carried out by means of special rotating chains. When those hit against the ground, they activate the mines hidden in the soil. During the mine clearing process, the hydrostatic system moves the mine roller in the direction opposite to the movement of the vehicle. The demining process can be carried out by hand by means of a joystick or automatically through a computer system. Dreama has a metallic protective reflector, as well as heavy chains that rotate at high speed in order to dig up and detonate mines. The mine roller consists of 72 chains. On the end there are hammers that rotate in either direction. If a chain gets damaged, it can be replaced easily. The reflector plate made of armored steel is placed at the back of the roller. This gives it better protection from explosions and frags. The Dreama 910 armored cabin provides protection for the entire crew. It can also withstand 10 kilograms TNT explosions. SRN4 is definitely one of the most interesting looking hovercraft type of vehicles out there. This fantastic thing can move both on land and on water. It gained huge popularity as soon as one of the British companies put it into operation. Despite the fact that it's quite massive, it can carry over 400 passengers and 60 cars. It's the biggest hovercraft in the world today. It's got 4 propellers on top of it. Those use the Protos type of engine, the ones they put in Rolls-Royces. Each separate engine activates a separate propeller. Together those burn tons of fuel in just an hour. The average speed of this thing is 85 miles per hour. The hovercraft is 190 feet long and it can carry 555 tons. And lastly, let's check out the world's first transparent car. This one was brought to us by German company TRW. This car is made almost entirely out of glass. That's why you can see what's got under the hood all the time. Looks very cool and futuristic. You can really see everything. From airbags to sensors to brake and control systems. Isn't it cool? We can see seat belts, everything. There's one significant downside when it comes to driving a car like that, however. As you probably have already guessed, it's the sun glare. Imagine driving this car outside on a very sunny day. It would be beaming so hard you won't be able to see it. Although, it's not really a problem because the car was never launched into mass production. M3 Amphibious rig is another member of the military machinery, although it can be used for civil purposes just as well. It's a great piece of equipment when it comes to crossing rivers, ponds, and other water barriers. It's got 2 aluminum pontoons which increase its floatage. So, do you guys have your favorite car? Definitely tell me, what car do you like? Also, press the like button if you enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you later!